boys and girls. Have you missed me?
I thought today we would continue preparing for our high school placement tests, but do it with a little bit more fun.
Now, we've played with this website before and done these logic grids, but I want to make sure I can walk you through the directions.
High school placement tests use these in a different way. They give you two sentences that are true, and then you have to use logic to figure out if the third sentence is true, false, or uncertain.
So I'm going to walk you through how to log in and where to go. I'm going to send you a link, but I'm not sure it will link exactly where I want you to be. So let's give it a shot. And this is our last week of instruction. We don't have any assessment for 7th grade advanced grammar.
So if you haven't checked in a while, come see me at my office hours so we can say hello and goodbye for the summer.
Because I miss you a lot.
And apparently, that one does too. Bye guys.
The good news is that it does take you right to where I want you to go. And we're going to do some logic grid teasers. So the link I have sent you to is Brangle.com, and it's using these logic grids, and I have it sorted by the easiest difficulty. Now, because we have done some of these before, I'm actually going to go ahead and skip to like a page 5 down here, because I have a feeling that's probably a good place for us to start. So what this is that you get a logic grid, a grid of logic. So let's see, let's do paintball weekend. So I click on paintball weekend. It gives me some information. It gives me, during a crazy weekend of paintball, 4 friends were having great fun. The paint came in blue, green, yellow, and red. Coincidentally, the 4 friends had t-shirts in those same colors. And it's going to give you some clues. Now, when you do this on the iPad, it helps to have your split screen. So hopefully everyone knows how to do that. And if they don't, go ahead and send an email to Connor and he'll explain it to you, I'm sure. Thanks, Connor. So I'm going to open my grid solver and it pops up in another window here. So I take a look this over so I can see it. Okay. So I have all of these boxes and they act like a grid. So anything that's true for a red shirt going down here, okay, would also be true going across. So we have to use all of these boxes. Sometimes people just try to fill in one box and they think they're done. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here to our clues. And it says Brenda used blue paintballs. Well, that was a very obvious clue at first. So how do I fill that in? I find Brenda and I find where it says blue paint. So Brenda and blue paint. And where they meet, I'm going to put a green circle there. That means that I know Brenda has blue paint. Nope, Diane doesn't have blue paint. James and Simon don't have it. Neither does Brenda have red paint or yellow paint or green paint. If later on I find something about the blue paint, about the shirt, that would go down here. Like if I found out later on that the blue paint went to the person with the green shirt, I would put that there. And if I knew that Brenda had the blue paint, I would know that she also had the green shirt. So let's go to our next clue. The person in the green shirt used yellow paintball. So that's what I was talking about. So now I have to find green shirt and yellow paint where they meet up. So they meet up here. So a totally different square. Okay, and I'm going to put that green circle there. I don't really know anything else because I still have blue paint, green shirt, nothing there. Okay. Yellow paintballs. James did not wear a red shirt. So now I'm going to find James and red shirt. Now instead of getting the green circle, he's going to get a red X. No red shirt for James. Diane used green paintballs. Diane used green paintballs. And wore a blue shirt. Well, wow, they've given me a lot of information there. Diane used green paintballs and wore a blue shirt. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to stop because I have a lot of things that are filled in and I'm going to see if I can fill in anything else. Do you see the one thing that I can definitely fill in this box? If Diane is wearing a blue shirt and Diane is using green paint, that also means that the person in the blue shirt is the one using green paint. So I can fill that out. Okay. Let's see. If I know that blue paint was used by Brenda, she's not, okay, I can't do that. I think that's it. I feel like there's something I can do over here, but yellow paint, green shirt, not Diane. Okay, so let's take a look back over here. I feel like I'm missing something, but we'll come back to it. Simon was the only person who used paint that was the same color as his t-shirt. Ooh, okay, so this is tricky. So Simon is red or yellow, but if he has green paint, he can't wear the green shirt. So I'm going to cross out the green shirt for him. Okay, so I do feel like I forgot something. So let's go back and take a look. So Simon cannot have blue shirt. or green. You can't have blue, green. You can only have red or yellow. Red, yellow. Okay, let's go back. So that's not that. James, red shirt, blue shirt. Let's go back to our. It's a red, right? Yep. Let's go back to here. Brenda uses blue paintball. So you have to kind of go back and forth and figure this out. Blue paint. Brenda cannot have a blue shirt. Some of you are probably screaming at me because the answer is jumping out at you, but apparently I'm totally missing something obvious. The person in the green t-shirt used yellow paintballs. Ooh, maybe that was it. Person in the green shirt. So that can only be James or Brenda used yellow. That's where it is. Okay, so the person in the green shirt, that's where it was, is using yellow paintball. So green shirt has to have yellow, and Brenda is the only other person to have a green shirt, but she's using blue. So James, so the green shirt can only be yellow this way. So James is the one. So we gotta do this, we gotta do this, and now it starts to fill in. So now this is the only one. So that was the only one that didn't have a circle. So we'll put it there. So James, green shirt, yellow paint. Diane, blue shirt, green paint. Da-da-da. Okay. Let's see. So Simon, yellow shirt. So who was the one who had the same color? So Simon had red paint. That means he needs a red shirt. Now, watch me have made a mistake on this. Let's see. Yellow shirt is Brenda. Blue paint. Yellow shirt, blue paint. Oh, that's a tricky. Now, let's see if I got it right. I don't know if I got it right. Show answer. Here. Okay. Simon. Red. Ooh. Brenda. Oh gosh, it was out of order. It's scary. Brenda. Yellow. Blue. Good. James. Green shirt. Yellow paint. Awesome. So that's how you do it. So again, that was a little trickier. The way this helps you on HSPTs is that they will give you 2 sentences, and it will say if the first 2 sentences are true, is the third sentence false, true, or uncertain. So this is kind of just helps you think logically. We spend so many days teaching you how to think creatively. This tells you how to think literally inside of the box. So you can explore. So if that one you thought was a little too hard, you can move this over. You can go back again, and you can choose something a little easier, maybe out of page 3 or 4. If you, some people ask, well, what did the hardest ones look like? Here, let me show you a really hard one. These are great. They have you need a lot of information, but here's the grid solver here. Looks like this. So lots of squares there. And then you have to go through the clues here. So it's a lot more involved. And when you have a pizza top with onions, which wasn't made by Nunzio, so you kind of have to go through all these different things. So the pizza top with onions, so I'm pointing like you can see, was not made by Nunzio. So over here, that's Nunzio did not have onions, did not have a Greek crust. So I also know that Greek and goodness, what is it? Did not have a Greek crust. Alright, so let's see. Nunzio. So you have to kind of go through that. I'm not going to throw that right now. It's sunny out. Let's go outside. So what you're going to do is you're going to pick one, and you are going to send me a screen capture of what you did. Just a little picture is fine. So have fun.
This next song is for my students. Before you even begin to work on your assignments, read the directions. Thank you.